Guys, it's time to get it going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Finds his man. It's Hardy. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Got a little space. It's a running room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed and running back.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Drive will start at their own 27-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got his man on the right. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Start this drive from the 42. Going right to work up top. Finds his man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Snags it over the middle. Jumped on top of the pile.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in stride at the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And here comes to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor. Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. from the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Bermudez. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
He's got great speed. Touchdown, Ducks! Special teams coming through the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Gonna take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Sending the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They'll run play action. He unleashes a long one. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Fights off the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Ducks are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls into the play.
Wide open downfield. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Ducks have moved it inside the 20.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play.